So, just recently, I've come to the notion that everything that I need to know and I need to be able to do is in me. No one is ever going to come and save you. No one is going to handle all of your problems. No one is going to be the one with the amount of gusto and the amount of energy needed in order for you or myself to get to the goals that I need to be. Now, on this journey, I've come to find out that trusting my own gut instinct and standing my ground has been absolutely critical for my successes, and also has been critical for my failures. I'm the one who caused the failures in my life. No one else did. Yes, there are circumstances like COVID, and there are circumstances like construction, and there are circumstances like so many other things, being born in the wrong zip code. But those are circumstances. Those are if this is just the gist of my conversation today in my podcast. And I think it's relevant in today's times, especially for those of you needing to lose weight. My name is CJ. This is Evolve Strong with CJ, and I'll help you lose 10 pounds in 5 inches in 28 days. Again, I do a lot more than that. And the reason I do this podcast is so that I could assist others. Fitness can be multidimensional, and it's not just about weight loss. It's not just about lifting heavier. It's not just about being able to touch your toes. It has to deal with being fitness of both mind, body, and spirit, being good in the head. Because I believe that weight gain, I believe that disease, no, not every disease. There are a few diseases out there that are not preventable, but I do believe that poor health is a symptom of a much greater issue in regards to mindset. And I believe that we form habits in order to cope with different issues and different stresses in life, rather than, coping in a healthy manner. And I believe fitness and wellness are avenues or elixirs of life. I believe that when your body becomes fit, or when it becomes, when you don't have all this fat, when your blood flow is going well, when you are managing your stress hormones with movement, when you're not just sitting here and wasting away, you're moving, I believe very strongly that you are more capable and able to handle the stresses of life. And a lot of us go for the easy ways, such as drinking a beer every single day after work, smoking marijuana, having food or snack at all times to satiate the feeling of fulfillment, cheating, going for extra sex all the time. There's so many ways in which we cope with our stresses that become unhealthy, that after a while, when you develop these habits, you find yourself 50 to 100 pounds overweight. You find yourself with lung disease. You find yourself not being able to keep a relationship because you're cheating all the time. You find yourself in so many different circumstances that are unhealthy. And that's what I mean about fitness. But I also believe very strongly that because of the numbing down of drugs and alcohol and sex and all this stuff, that we forget to trust our gut instinct. And I also believe that when we fail to trust our gut instinct, that we also fail to stand our ground with our needs and our desires and our wants, and that which we need. And I find myself every now and again, because in 2008, I checked into Vista Taos in Taos, and it was a place where I spent my then life savings, and just, it was the end all. And I had to fix myself because I was at the end of a bottle. I was homeless. It was awful. I was at a very bad place in my life. And what happened is I was fulfilling the needs of others and not myself. And I had very unhealthy boundaries with my own family, that I allowed them to just run all over me at a point in time. And still today, this is a gift and a curse that I have, is that I believe in people all the way to the end. I never give up on anyone. And that has burned me, but it also has made me quite successful as a trainer, because I believe in those who don't believe in themselves. And I see a future for those individuals that they don't see themselves. And that is the beauty of being a trainer. A good one, a good one, a good one. Because they're like in the industry, trainers could just be here for, looks or for just taking your money. That's not what I do. I've built my business for 25 years with a stellar reputation in regards to training. Yes, I've made mess ups as a business person. Yeah, whatever. But I've always tried to make good. Now, as a trainer, though, one of the areas that I try to instill in my clients is trust your gut and stand your ground. Quit trying to make everyone else happy because they're not paying your bills. Now, if they're paying your bills, then maybe you probably want to try and make them a little happier, right? So, but again, stand your ground. Know your boundaries. Don't allow their needs to come before yours. Now, if you have kids, that are below 18 years of age, and you have that, you need to make sure that they're cared for. If you have parents or obligations, make sure those are met. But make sure your needs are met first. And always, always, always trust your gut. If you know it's uncomfortable, stand your ground and be able to say no. Be able to say no. My needs come first, and this is what I need to move forward. And I'm finding myself in this situation a little bit these days as we have stabilized and that we're moving forward. I'm giving a lot more leeway to my team, to my relationships, to those around me, because things are a lot better and I don't have to be so stringent in driving the ship anymore. I'm allowing my team to do what is necessary. But there is coming a point now to where my gut is just uncomfortable with certain things that are going on right now in my life. I don't have to go into great detail, but I know that I'm going to have to set boundaries and I'm going to have to say no, or I'm going to have to say, these are my rules, these are my boundaries, these are my desires, my needs, and they're going to have to be met. Period. That's it. Whether it be in my business, whether it be relationship, wherever it may be. And the reason I'm saying this is there's certain things, just that I was very, lax with. And I'm going to have to start putting my foot down again and say, hey, has to be done. And this is very, very pertinent for individuals that are on a wellness journey or on a fitness journey and trying to do things differently. And others are becoming more uncomfortable because now they're seeing you improve and you doing things where they're either being left behind or you're having to say no to certain things. Like they used to have you go out on a Friday night to a bar and get obliterated, or they have pizza night on Saturdays and you're saying, no, let's not do pizza. Maybe let's do some salads. And maybe I'm not going to drink this weekend. Or, there are certain elements in your life that you're just allowing things to be, but are not good for your end goal. Or they're not good for the relationship, or they're not good for your business, or they're not good for your finances. And you're trying to improve these, but you're having to say no. It's okay. It's okay. Because if you keep doing the same things over and over again, you're going to get the same results. Now, don't be an asshole about it. Be real and communicate. And maybe that is where I myself may be at this point in my life, not doing what I need to be doing in regards to effective communication. One of my mentors said, there's no problem, no anything in this world that cannot be resolved in the right state of mind. So if you're dealing with a crazy, you're not going to be able to communicate. But in a right state of mind to individuals that love you, that appreciate you, that are in their right state of mind as well, communicate. Let them know it's okay. And it's okay. And you're going to have to communicate again and again and again and again and again and again until they get it right, until you get it right. Make sense? Then, when you start making those choices to handle the stresses in a proper manner, and you start developing healthy habits, that's when the changes begin to occur with you. That's it. So again, trust your gut, stand your ground, and communicate. Trust your gut, stand your ground, and communicate. That's a lesson today, guys. Think about it. 505-591-4700, 505-591-4700. That is a text and a voice line. A lot of times text works the absolute best. Since we're always with clients, we try to give them 100% of our focus. So a lot of times we do have, calls and stuff coming in, but text us. That works the absolute best. CJ at Evolve Strong is my direct email. I have a team of professionals that are ready and able to handle. We'd love to have you guys coming into the summer months. If you need some help, let us know. That's my job. All right? That's our job here at Evolve. Remember, team, start strong, stay strong, always be Evolve Strong. From my heart to yours, have a beautiful day.